This is going to be my second ever time watching Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The first time I watched it was different from the way most people watched it. As you might have noticed, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Specifically, I'm a huge Peter Parker fan. When I first heard about Miles Morales being a Spider-Man in an alternate dimension, I thought, okay, you can have your pretender over there as long as I still have my real Spider-Man. But then there was a brief period when they tried to completely replace Peter Parker with Miles Morales. And then I thought, okay, that happened. From now on, I can only see Miles Morales as a threat. But after a few years, we've been seeing that there are Peter Parker Spider-Man stories, and then there are Peter Parker and Miles Morales Spider-Man stories. The upcoming Spider-Man 2 game for the PlayStation 5 has you playing as both of them. Peter is going to be back in Across the Spider-Verse. And even the Miles Morales video game had phone calls with Peter Parker. So I think they might have gotten the message that Miles Morales should not be a replacement for Peter Parker. So perhaps I can calm down a bit about Miles Morales. When I first watched Into the Spider-Verse, my mentality was, tell Mr. Morales that I will have whatever he dares serve me. Tell him to hit me with his best shot. And on top of that, I felt that the movie was overhyped by people saying it's the best Spider-Man film. So when I watched it, it sort of had the How to Train Your Dragon 2 effect on me. Does anyone else remember critics calling How to Train Your Dragon 2 better than Frozen in the Lego movie? It's not, by the way. So when I watched it, wondering why people were saying such things about it being the best Spider-Man film, I came out of it thinking, I don't see why it should be considered the best Spider-Man movie. But this time I'm just gonna try to set all that aside and look at this film without the baggage. Miles will never replace Peter, and this doesn't need to be the best Spider-Man movie. Miles will never replace Peter, and this doesn't have to be the best Spider-Man movie. Miles will never replace Peter, and this does not have to be the best Spider-Man movie. By the way, welcome to Couple Reviews, where you review fictional couples.
I liked your joke.
Really?
I mean, it wasn't funny. That's why I laughed. But it was smart, so I liked it.
Hey.
I'll see you around.
Oh, see you.
Hey, just relax.
That's what Peter tells him later to unstick his fingers. Conveniently, no one else saw that.
I thought I was the only one. You're like me.
I don't want to be.
I don't think you have a choice, kiddo.
But why doesn't he want to be like Spider-Man, though?
See, I saved the city, fell in love, I got married, saved the city some more, maybe too much. My marriage got testy. My wife and I split up. But I handled it like a champion.
Don't worry, they'll be back together eventually.
She wanted kids and it scared me. I'm pretty sure I broke her heart.
Oh, an hour or so of babysitting Miles will show you how much father potential you have.
What's going on with your body?
I don't think my atoms are real jazzed about being in the wrong dimension.
I don't really like that whole elements of this story where they have to get back to their own dimension or they'll die. That just... It feels like it sets up the need for an exposition scene in the sequel where they tell you how they can have people in different dimensions now.
What are you doing, bud? I can't move! Okay, relax your fingers.
As I was saying, yes.
I was blown into last week. Literally.
Obviously, the theory is they sent her back in time 1 week so she could be in previous scenes in the movie before the event happens, so that there can be more romantic build-up between her and Miles. The only romantic build-up they had before that was her saying that his joke was not funny but smart, and him ripping her hair off. And that leaves you with a host of questions, like how did she get accepted into a prestigious school and get an internship at Alchemex in 1 week in a universe where she didn't exist before? Are these things that don't require a social security number or anything like that? Because she doesn't exist in this universe.
He broke this?
Yeah.
Liar. Lies are no way to start off a healthy relationship.
Look, I've seen him in action. He's got potential.
You need to be more honest with yourself about this. He's not ready. It's obvious.
No way.
And I was about to give you credit for having some faith in him.
Miles, finish it.
This is my fault.
No, I think it's his fault for joining the Kingpin's crew. Or being the Prowler in the first place.
I wanted you to look up to me.
And now you're looking down at me.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
But maybe get a little better at it.
Miles is your dad.
Can you imagine if he opened the door and saw Miles tied to a chair with Spider-Man cosplay on? Or have said, "Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt whatever you and your roommate were up to. Just pretend I wasn't here." It would have been nice if you could have gotten this costume a little bit sooner, but okay.
MJ?
Pay attention. It's not your MJ, Peter, okay?
Wait 1 second. Let me just. Oh!
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Tell her you love her and you miss her.
I just wondered if we could have some more bread at table 12?
Yeah.
Don't listen to Gwen, tell her everything.
I wasn't there for you when you needed me. I didn't even try.
That's fine. You know, I should really get going.
I know I could do better if I just had another chance to give you bread that you deserve.
It's been nice talking to
For
you.
you, they should fill this place up with fresh bread.
You all right, man?
Oh, yeah.
It's about time, right?
Look good,
You figured it out.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. Proud of the kids?
If it means getting back with MJ, then yes, you do want kids.
I've got genetic matches. Hold on. It's too risky.
Shut up and turn it up.
So the plan is to use the DNA to find alternate versions of his dead wife and child. It would have been morbidly hilarious if they bring over alternate versions of his wife and child who are genetic matches, but they're also dead. We did it, and then 2 corpses fall out of the portal.
I like your suit.
Thanks. I made it myself.
Did you though? You just painted over a costume that somebody else made himself. These lies are no way to start off a healthy relationship, Miles.
Friends?
Not good enough.
Friends.
No, that's not gonna... I don't think that will do. You know, you could hit him again. You've taken quite a while to just let him get up.
Hey.
That's too overpowered. And that was too much plot armor, too. So a big reason why a lot of people consider this the best Spider-Man movie is the visuals, of course. Hooray! So to summarize, the mentor hero that everyone loves from decades of stories that we've all had since childhood had gone down the crapper a little bit, but then he picked himself up, fixed up his marriage, and became the hero he was before again. If only Luke Skywalker could have been more like that. Or better yet, not gone down the crapper to begin with, that would have been nicer.
Anyone can wear the mask. You could wear the mask. 'Cause I'm Spider-Man. And I'm not the only one.
Well, good. Let's make sure you're never the only one. Because if everyone should be able to wear the mask, then you shouldn't be replacing the other person that wears the mask. The fact that I don't want Miles Morales to replace Peter Parker isn't just because Peter Parker is the Spider-Man I grew up with and everything. It's also because I will never not see Peter Parker as a better character than Miles Morales, even if I just lay nostalgia aside. And no, it's not because of race. Peter Parker is funnier than Miles Morales. You can see that all over this film. Constantly, Peter is being the funny one, while Miles is being the kid trying to rise to the position of hero. And that's something that Peter has also been doing for years. I've been kind of viewing Miles as a character as Peter Parker minus, because he has Peter's powers, but he doesn't have his invention-making ability. He has his underdog status, but not his sense of humor. He has the name, but not the decades of history. He has the dead uncle, but not the guilt of it truly being his fault. I do like how the fact that Peter and MJ were broken up in the other dimension was something that needed to be fixed, because Peter and MJ being together is the way things definitively should be. I wish certain other Spider-Man stories had that same mentality. As for Miles and Gwen, the fact that they end on being friends, it feels like they were admitting that they haven't earned it yet, because it would have been weird if they just started kissing at that point. Especially since she was going away and they could not foresee a long-term relationship. And no, I'm not just interpreting it wrong. I'm pretty sure in the comic books they're supposed to be a thing. But as of right now, if they want to sell me on their relationship, they gotta kick it up a notch. They're just kind of doing the girl is the competent one and the guy is the noob shtick, where she's just rolling her eyes at him for not being good at things yet. And I'm gonna need more than that. I kind of want to give her points for being supportive and having faith in him, but that really doesn't hold up in court when you see all these scenes where she's saying he's not ready. As for Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, I think I'm going to make that the first movie I make a video about while it's still in theaters. So look forward to a Across the Spider-Verse video from me. So remember to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and not replace Peter Parker with Miles Morales.